Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been more than a month na rin since I have uploaded my last video. And today I'm gonna share with you kung ano na po ang ganap sa aking weekly chemotherapy or treatment protocol. But before that, I hope that everyone is doing okay. Sana po kahit na po this past few weeks, walang tigil halos ang mga pag-ulan. I hope na nasa maayos naman po kalalagayan ang lahat. Right. Now, ito nga po magpo-provide ako ng update on how am I doing. Kaya nga po napatagal ang upload ko kasi medyo naging challenge po talaga ang weekly chemotherapy. My normal routine almost 3 days kong inilalaan in a week para sa check-up and then sa treatment and then sa laboratory test. And then between those days, ako naman po ay it's either prepare ko yung sarili ko for the treatment or after the treatment, nagre-rest naman po. So, ano ba ang naging challenge sa akin nitong weekly chemotherapy? First challenge of course is still on leave sa trabaho. Hindi pa rin makapagtrabaho kasi nga po yon. Challenge siya kung ilang araw lang yung maipapasok ko. And dun sa mga araw na yon, um, I still need to rest after the treatment of course. Sabi naman ng doctor ko, we'll see after the set date, end of August, kung kakayanin na po na makapag-work. And of course, kung makakapag-work man, paano yung magiging arrangement sa akin. Kasi nga po, yun nga, three days of the week nasa hospital ako and then between those days, kailangan ko magpahinga. Second challenge is, I have to make sure na yung schedule ko is maayos para dun sa mga araw na yon. Aside from that, naging challenge din yung aking mga laboratory tests kasi there was a period na natigil ang aking treatment because of my laboratory result. Bumaba ng husto yung aking hemoglobin kasabay ng hematocrit and RBC. That means naging anemic ako. And then, my oncologist advised na, okay, we have to redo the laboratory test after a week. And then, if it's still low, kailangan kang ipa-admit para sa lina ng dugo. So, I asked the doctor, ano ba dapat ang kailangan kong gawin to make sure na maitaas ng kahit papano or maisampa dun sa acceptable range yung result. So, my doctor advised green leafy vegetables. So, yun, nagdildil tayo ng kangkong, ng talbos ng kamote, ng pechay, ng gulay, after each treatment. Ang interval lang naman ng aking treatment sa laboratory is 2 days. So, treatment ng Wednesday, tapos laboratory na ng Friday. So, kailangan dun sa Thursday Wednesday, Thursday, after ng aking treatment, dapat talagang lakasan ko yung kain ng green leafy vegetables. And also yon, I have to detoxify a lot, drink plenty of water, drink buko juice, and yun. And so far, after that incident naman, medyo napataas naman natin ang hematocrit, hemoglobin at RBC. Ang medyo bumaba naman nung nakaraan is WBC, which yung result naman is kinonsider pa rin naman ng doctor ko for me to continue the weekly chemotherapy. So, yon. The side effects, yon, isa pa sa mga challenge noon. And of course, sa mga nakaranas na or may mga inaalagaan na nag-undergo ng chemotherapy, common naman sa side effects yung panghihina, yung iba nagsusuka, or yung na over-fatigue ang feeling, na parang masakit ang katawan, ganyan. So far, ang na-experience ko lang naman, and thank God, hindi ko na talaga na-experience yung vomiting and nausea. My usual side effects na nararamdaman is after 2 days, yan, bukas yan, tatama na yung side effects sa akin nito. Parang masakit lang yung katawan ko that I just want to rest, na nakahiga lang sa kwarto and all. Pero after that naman, nakakakilos naman ako. Nakakakilos naman ng maayos. Pinipilit na lang na igalaw ang katawan para hindi ma-stuck doon sa pakiramdam ko na parang nanghihina or what. Tsaka para lumakas na rin talaga ang katawan. Another challenge, well, this is in terms of side effects pa rin, is lumala ang aking constipation. That's why my doctor gave me laxative to take, and yun lang talaga, medyo nahirapan talaga ako when it comes to my bowel movement. Talagang irregular siya and kailangan talaga ng tulong, sobra ng papaya, ng mga gulay, high fiber, ng maraming water, ng movement. Kailangan ko talaga ikilos para gumalaw-galaw. Tapos yun, yung laxative talaga. Actually, yung laxative, pinakahuling option ko na talaga siya if worst comes to worst na medyo napatagal na talaga. But other than that, kahit itry ko na gawin siya in a normal way, medyo hirap talaga. And that's still a side effect. Kasi dalawa lang naman yan eh. Kung hindi ka magdadiarrhea talaga, magiging constipated ka naman talaga um, as part of the chemotherapy. And with everything that's been happening to me and sa lahat ng pinagdadaanan ko, I can still feel God's presence in my life. He is continuously blessing me with the strength that I need para makayanan ang weekly chemotherapy, para masustain ko yung lakas ko, and of course yung blessing na ibinibigay niya sa akin, pinapadaan niya sa iba't ibang mga um, tao, sa pamilya, sa relatives, sa friends. Yan, ginagamit ni Lord silang lahat para i-bless kaming family. And yun, never ko naman talagang na-feel na napabayaan ako. Ang daming-dami kong pinagpapasalamat dahil ang dami-daming nagdadasal para sa akin, dami-daming tumutulong, ang dami-daming nagpapakita ng concern, ng support nila. And so, I also want to share the same kind of blessing sa inyo, na kung meron mga kayo pinagdadaan, kahit hindi cancer, kahit ibang sakit man yan, or kahit hindi sakit, basta may pinagdadaanan kayong mabigat na problema sa inyong buhay, just hang on and let the Lord move in your lives. And I'm sure mararamdaman nyo rin yung kagaangan na nararamdaman ng mga taong naniniwala at um, nilalagay lang ang buong faith nila kay God. So, I hope na nakatulong itong video na to sa inyo. If you think that anyone needs this video, kindly share na rin sa kanila. And if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. It will really help the channel a lot. And kung hindi ka pa subscriber ng channel to, please subscribe now and click that notification bell para mano-notify ka whenever I upload new ones. And hopefully, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next one. Bye!